What is happening, my YT Gizang? Y'all already know what time it is, man. This is your boy Rio, and today, man, we got to talk about it. It was a whole lot of 11s on 11s and 7 on 7s going on up there in Cleveland, in which my boy Shedeur finally got his chance to get out there with the crew. We gonna talk all about it, man. So sit back with your boy and let's get into this sports talk. Yeti. Now, as we all know, man, it's been a whole lot of talk about Shedeur Sanders and those stats that we had seen at the beginning, in which a lot of people were saying, oh, it was just 7 on 7s. He didn't get no reps in 11 on 11s. And now he finally got his chance, in which we was all waiting for it, man, so we can go ahead and kill all that noise with people talking about he ain't that good because he ain't getting the chance to be in 11 on 11s. And it was one person that was really calling out the coach because he was really ready to see my boy get out there, in which he already knew, man. He kind of feel like he gonna be the starter by the end of this training camp. Take a look at this footage.
It's going to be incumbent upon this coaching staff to give him a path to really earn that. If they give him enough reps and he has enough opportunities and gets put in enough situations, I think his skill set is such that he can compete with anybody on that roster in the quarterback room. As a matter of fact, he can probably, just one for one, man for man, beat out anybody on that roster.
Now, according to the QB tracker on what went down today, everybody did pretty good, okay? My boy Flacco, he had the less reps, which I kind of felt like he should, being the fact that he is an experienced player. He knows the system already. And this is the opportunity to get to see the other quarterbacks and what they could possibly do leading up into the preseason. That's just how I felt. But when you look at the stats, Flacco was 4 for 7 with no touchdowns and no interceptions. My boy Shedeur Sanders, he was 9 for 14 with 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Pickett, he was 9 for 15 with 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. And my boy Dylan Gabriel, he looked pretty good too. He was 11 for 20 with 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. Now, looking at these numbers and seeing that Shedeur Sanders was the only one that threw an interception, I know it's going to be a lot of people that's trying to talk down on my boy. I already know what it is, okay? But at the end of the day, he still looks like the best quarterback out there. Let me give y'all the total numbers from the first OTAs to now, all right? Joe Flacco is 13 for 21, which he has a completion rating of 62% with 1 touchdown. Shedeur Sanders, he's 16 for 23 with a 69% completion rating with 6 touchdowns and 1 interception. Pickett, 18 for 31 with a 58% completion rating with 2 touchdowns. And Dylan Gabriel, he's 22 for 36, which means he has a 61% completion rating with 5 touchdowns and interceptions. So when you look at Shedeur Sanders, he is the second least when it comes to getting reps in. He has a 69% completion rating, which is the highest out of all quarterbacks. He has a total of 6 touchdowns, which is the highest out of all quarterbacks. And the only people that got interceptions is the 2 rookies, okay? In which, when you look at these numbers, Dylan Gabriel and Sanders, they got the best numbers. They look the best out there right now. If you ask me, when it comes to these numbers, don't shoot me down. Now, after talking about these numbers and seeing that Shedeur Sanders is looking like the best quarterback up there right now when it comes to everything that I just listed or named to you guys, it's a whole lot of conversation going on up there in Cleveland about him possibly being able to become that starter before the preseason, or maybe even when the preseason is over with. Check out this footage.
Apparently, Kimberly Martin said something to the effect of people in the building believe that Shedeur could start week 1.
Okay.
I hope I'm not misquoting her on that, but I believe that is what she reported today, which I think is good news because then that means, Chris, he's impressing. Something tells me this is going to work out in a weird way. The Browns told you that they liked Dylan Gabriel better than Shedeur when they drafted him in the 3rd round. But maybe Shedeur can impress enough to the point where he could change their mind. I want Shedeur to start, but it's because I think he's the best quarterback in the building, or can be the best quarterback in the building. If he's not, then I don't want him to start. But it sounds like some people in that building are starting to think that maybe he could be the best quarterback in the building.
Now check the move. I really want y'all to see this clip real quick. Okay, because I just want all them naysayers to understand what is going on and who Shedeur Sanders really is when it comes to his skill set and his talents. There's a lot of talk about he's not being able to step up in the pocket. All he do is back up and run and all that. Bruh, look, we finna dead all that right now. It's a whole lot of other clips too. I ain't gonna show them. I'm gonna show one. If y'all want to see the rest of them, just go to YouTube. They all over the place. But check out this footage real quick. Let me show y'all something. So as you guys see, this is 11 on 11. And you can tell because there's defensive linemen out there. You got some edge rushers and all that good stuff, right? As you watch this play, okay, you can tell this is man-to-man. Now, this is something Shedeur Sanders has to read, in which, you know, Mary Kay talk about he's not good at this, okay? Watch how he picked the defense apart. Now, as you can see, Shedeur Sanders is reading the defense very well, okay? He notices that it is man-to-man, and look at this pass. Look how precise this man is. Do you see the precision on that pass? The man literally threw the ball to where only his receiver could get it. If you look at the defender behind that receiver who caught the touchdown pass, he had absolutely no chance. You see how he tried to reach out for it, but at that point, he knew he could not get to it. You cannot tell me that's not a precise pass. You cannot tell me that this quarterback, look at the zip on the ball. You cannot tell me that this man do not know how to throw the ball precisely. Look at the way he stepped up in the pocket. All the people, all the naysayers who got something to say about Shedeur Sanders and the way he always backing out of a pocket or running away from the pocket, scrambling, not throwing the ball away and getting stuff like that. At this point, we really have to end that conversation because he is showing you that he is capable when he has people to block for him. Point blank, period. But look, man, all I'm saying it did, man. Shedeur Sanders right now is looking like the best quarterback up there. Hands down. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I gave you guys the numbers. I've showed you guys video of him performing. What else do you need to see that this man literally has a great chance to become the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns? Look, man, if you guys don't see the talent in this man, after the numbers I just gave y'all and the footage I just showed y'all, I don't know what else to tell you, man. I just don't know what else to tell you. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this whole situation. Drop them comments down below. Do y'all feel like Shedeur Sanders is the best quarterback up there? Do he have a chance to be that starter before the preseason or even when the preseason ends? Or do he still need some time? I'm going to get at y'all on the next one. Yeti.